Le verbe aller, to go. The verb aller is what we call an irregular verb. It means that in the present tense, it's got its own pattern. It doesn't follow the usual pattern of present tense verbs. So we've got our pronoun. Now let's conjugate the verb. And it goes like this. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. You must have noticed that for nous, I included a little z sound. I activated the S so that it links with the following vowel, the A of allons. Nous allons. It makes it much easier to pronounce in French. And the same with vous allez. As for the translation, remember that in English you have two types of present tenses. One that defines what you normally do, which is the simple present, and then you have the present continuous that expresses what you are doing as you are talking. So this is why in French we have two possible translations. I go or I'm going, you go, you're going, etc. One thing we need to remember is the little word for to in French, which is a with an accent. It's what we call a preposition. It's a little word that goes before something to express direction or position. To say to the, in French, we're going to say a plus any of those four words for the, because le goes before masculine words, la before feminine words, L' before words starting with a vowel or a silent H, and le before plural words. What happens though, and that's the bit that we need to remember, is that a plus le becomes o. A la stays the same, a L' stays the same, and a plus le, les, becomes o. This means that if I take a masculine word like le cinéma, the cinema, the word for to is going to be au. Je vais au cinéma. If I take a feminine word, la piscine, the swimming pool, we're going to have tu vas à la piscine. Same with a word beginning with an H or a vowel. Ils vont à l'hôpital. And if I take a plural word like the shops, les magasins, elle va au magasin. Something I've covered in my beginner's course, to say to or sometimes in a city, we're going to use the little preposition à with an accent again. For example, je vais à Paris. If we are using the to with a country, this time, if the country is masculine, I'm going to use au. For example, le Japon is a masculine country. Il va au Japon. If the country is feminine, we're going to use en. For example, la France, je vais en France. And if the country is plural, we're going to use au with an X. For example, les USA, elles vont aux USA. Finally, a little translation task for you. You have sentences in English, you need to translate them into French. I'm giving you a little bit of vocabulary to help. You can pause the video now and write down your answers if you prefer, or you can simply work out the answers with me as we go along. In any case, vous êtes prêts? C'est parti. Numéro 1. My sister goes to the museum will be ma sœur va au musée. Numéro 2. My parents are going to New York. Mes parents vont à New York. Numéro 3. I go to the market. Je vais au marché. Numéro 4. You, one person, go to the lessons. Tu vas au cours. Numéro 5. We are going to the bank. Nous allons à la banque. Numéro 3. He goes to Toulouse in France. Il va à Toulouse en France. Now the word for in works exactly the same as the word for to. So the same rules apply. Finalement, numéro 7. I'm going to the embassy. Je vais à l'ambassade. Félicitations, you've completed lesson 6. I have left a few follow-up tasks for you, but for now, au revoir et à bientôt for lesson number 7.